Here's the subframe out of the car. We're going to work on getting this out. Already got the spindles off, so we'll work on rebuilding those here in a little while. So yeah, here we go. One factory diff. Don't see any metal, so that's good. Kind of worried about that being broken. So now we'll have to clean all the gasket material off of this. Throw the new cover on. I don't have any way to turn it. Dump the rest of that out. There's a little bit of metal in there. Normal wear and tear.
So you can see the light. You can see the gears. Make sure ain't none of them jacked up.
Looks alright to me.
All the teeth look good.
There's a little wear, but I mean, that's not to be expected for 100 and something thousand miles. And this fluid's probably never been changed, so. Dr. Franz, we'll see you now.
Alright, what we got going on over here, Cam?
So we're just pressing out the last of the old bearings. Luckily I have 3 hubs so we can screw one of them up. So we're going to go ahead and press this bearing out. And then we'll move on to pressing out these cross-axis joints here, but that's later on. Oh yeah.
Hiya! There she blows!
We're steel toads in the garage, kids.
Nice. Let's see it.
Where the hell did that go? Monka? Where the hell did it go?
There it is.
Well, that one actually came out in one piece. Old bearing. No good. Bad. So, yeah. Easy clap. Careful, SpongeBob.
Careful.
These are the cross-axis joints. This is what mounts the spindle to the control arm. So while we have it out, we might as well change them even if they're not super bad.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Uno. Sounds like somebody taking a piss.
Smooth.
That one didn't explode. One disassembled hub to match the other two that we have over here. So now we get to do the fun part, cleaning. And then reassembly. And reassembly. And more disassembly. And all that other good stuff. Live action.
Yeah, we're back. What are you doing, Cameron?
Oh, we're pressing in some wheel studs into the new hubs from the drive shaft shop from the oversized axles, which we'll show you here in a second.
What kind of studs we got in here?
ARP Extendo Boy 3-inch. So we can run the ghetto wheel spacers and be semi-safe. Sounds like a sneeze. That's you.
Yeah, so we didn't have a socket that was big enough for it, so we're stacking. Wasn't the greatest idea at first.
We'll explain that in a second.
Cameron, what are we doing here? Putting some Ugga-Duggas on a bearing?
Yeah, some Ugga-Duggas. So this is the brand new wheel bearing, since the old ones were absolutely shot. We grinded down one of the old races just so it'll fit past the slip ring, or the snap ring that holds the bearing in place. So it'll push down past that and it'll go down to stop. We'll make sure she's all the way seated. So shuck the corn, let's get her going. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you slide down there real nice. The bearing is a little cold, so it should go in fairly easily. We greased the inside of it to make sure she's good. Still had the grease from the outside on there. We'll just press her on down.
Oh yeah, she's going in perfect.
A couple little tight spots in there. Now if we did our jobs right, this should come out. Just like that.
Look at that.
And look at there, the snap ring is just right where it needs to be, brother. And then we're going to check this side right here. About 1/8 of an inch low, just like it's supposed to be. And yeah, we should be good to go. Basically, I'm just taking the extra grease that's on the inside of that wheel bearing, just rubbing it on the OD of this hub, so it's nice and greased up when we press it down in here in just a second. So we'll get that set up, then we'll press it down in there. Handy dandy little press plate. Fits nice in there. It's so nice.
Alright, so we're pressing the hub into the bearing right now.
So down till it stops, and one more pump. And that's all she wrote. Easy as pie.
Let's see it. Go ahead and
fresh.
give her a twist.
So it's going to have a little resistance just because there's no axle in it right now, and that's what gives you the final preload on those bearings. So it's a little tight, but there's no wiggle, and it had a ton of wiggle before. So we're definitely on the right track. Plus we've got the larger bore on the inside. Come here, Tyler, I'll show you. We'll do a little adventure. So if you see, this one is absolutely destroyed on the inside. And the hub diameter, it's going to be hard to tell because one's dirtier and one's clean. But this is much smaller than our new one is because our new axles are much wider. So they should hold much more horsepower, which, like I said before, is maybe one day we might be close to 1,000, you know. So now we're going to press the cross axis joints in, and then we'll start worrying about the subframe. This is always really fun. I'm having a great time. I love the smell of gear oil in the evening. Okay, so before we press out this next one, it's time for a beer break.